Hi, this is Sean with Six String Country, and today we'll be taking a look at the traditional American folk song Buffalo Gals in the Chet Atkins fingerpicking guitar style. So it's going to start out in G, then I'll take you through some other keys as we work through the tune, and then we'll finish it up in G again. Buffalo Gals starts out in the key of G. It is a fingerstyle guitar solo piece, so if there are any questions about any of these techniques or anything that could use a little bit of clarification, you can always refer back to the Introduction to Fingerstyle Guitar video. So with that in mind, we're going to begin in what I call stop time. And Chet did this a lot, and that just refers to holding down a chord, not even so much holding it down, but grabbing a chord and then quickly muting it, and the melody will be in your bass. So you're going to begin on the open fourth string, on the D string, as a pickup note on beat 4. If you were counting that in, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So just like that, I begin on the open D, and you'll hear I'll grab the fourth, third, and second string, and I'm using my right hand fingers here, the index, middle, and third. This is a good example of bending the rules once you know them. In this case, my index finger is extending down to the fourth string, and my second finger, everything is like I've moved it down one set. So they're no longer restricted to the third, second, and first string. I have the index, fourth, middle, third, and the third finger on the second string, because my thumb is required to play the melody. So the melody will be happening in the bass, and the melody will be just like this. Now we're ready to modulate to the key of A, and that will be moving up one whole step. We began in the key of G, now we're just going to move it up to key of A and start into a nice finger-picking, thumb-picking pattern. A is a great key, in particular for playing Chet-style. Chet had a lot of really classic, wonderful arrangements in the key of A, as well as many other keys, but A in particular, it just makes for nice, open, ringing notes against chords, and it's just a great key to fingerpick in. So we're going to go ahead and start out with the A chord in the left hand, but I will be using a slightly different set of fingers here in the left hand. Instead of doing what you might be most familiar with, these three fingers here, like as if you were strumming or playing rhythm guitar. In playing fingerstyle guitar, we always have to contend with what's going on and what's about to happen with the melody. So because the melody here will begin out, and this will be in measure 25 on your music, the melody is going to go up to the second fret of the high E string. Now I just did that isolated using my third finger in the second fret, but in reality when I'm finger picking it, I'll really just lift up my second finger. And the reason that I'm using these two fingers and the way that I'm getting the fourth and the third string together is by pinching, just sandwiching down in the second fret, the second fret at the fourth and the third string. So I'm getting two strings with one finger, and that frees up my hand, because if I had all three fingers down here in one fret and I tried to also have motion across. Now we're going to repeat the whole form in the same key of A, but we're going to add a few cool variations. And this will get you with some fretted notes alongside some open ringing notes, which is a real characteristic of Chet's style. And it'll show you some new cool chord shapes on the neck while we're at it. So we're going to begin in the same shape, down low, A shape right here, just for one measure only, because then we're going to reposition our hand. So it's on the and of 4, we're going to move our pinky up here to the 7th fret of the second string. And you don't want to just move your pinky, you want to reposition your whole hand. So we're going to be moving from the 2nd fret, this shape right here, to a shape that this would really be called A6th, would be the name of the chord. But it's that the melody is right there. So I'll show you the melody first. Now from the A7 chord, that's going to transition us into the key of D for a new sound. And we're going to return to the approach of brushing the strings, just like we did at the beginning, but now it will be in a different key than it was before. So we'll be leading in from that A7 chord, and in the same tempo, in the same groove, I want you to go to just a regular D chord, and the brush will be on beat 2 and the and of 2, and then beat 4, and then 2 and 4 basically. So the brush is like, and the melody is going to be in our bass again. So again, you're using your pinky, and now you're ready for the chorus. And we're just going to stay in the key of G, and the melody will be moving downward by a half step. So we're going to do it that way. You might want to pull off even from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret of the high E string, to the open E string, to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, then to the open E string again, 3rd fret, 2nd string, repeat, and then open 2nd string. And you might even want to pull off from the 3rd fret to the open 2nd string. So you might do things that way. And in the bass, we'll just have a nice 2-note bass pattern from the 3rd fret, fretted on the 6th string, to the open 4th string. So there's a few different possible ways of positioning your left hand in this, and again, whatever.